Oh man, his back's turned to me. Hello everyone, Doc here. Cosmos is upset at me. Well, it's not my fault. See, on the short film, YouTube 49, Under the Big Mussolini, he had his foot where he was rubbing it there at the end. So I said, okay, fine. If you're going to have a lucky human foot, I'm going to get a lucky rabbit's foot. And now he's mad. I have a rabbit's foot, a lucky rabbit's foot right here. Here, you can hold it. No, he's not. He wants nothing to do with it. In this upcoming short, we're going to talk about under the Clallam Bay and what the seafloor looks like. And here's a 3D image of what it looks like without water. Now let's study it. Let's look at the troughs in here. There's some interesting ditches, as I call them, that go in direct parallel to the shore. Now, I believe these are from draggers. These metal barn doors come down to the seafloor, they dig into the bottom, and these nets pull up everything in its path. And if you notice in these areas where these ditches are, there's really not a lot of anything in their way to stop a net. So things are pretty clean, don't you think, on the seafloor here? And we're making a nice drift now from Slip Point to the west over to Sekiu Point and into the Olson's Resort area. Now remember, we're inside. We're not outside both points. We're inside the slip, and we're also inside Sekiu Point. We're in the Clallam Bay itself. And we're only in about 60 to 90 feet of bottom depth here in some cases. We can get down to 65 as we get in towards the rocks. But we want to kind of stay clear of these rocks in here. Now, sometimes the water is going to appear kind of a greenish, hazy color. That's because we get a lot of algae that comes through the Straits of Juan de Fuca and starts to grow in these shallows. So that's why sometimes the picture will be real crystal clear and other times it'll be murky. Continuing our drift, we're coming now into an area that seems to me has caught a lot of fish. I know Truex over years past with his Woody's charters did really well on halibut in these shallows. I've heard stories of gentlemen, I don't know his name, in one of the derbies, but what had happened was his boat conked out and he was right in these flats, so he decided to drop his gear and mooch, and he won the derby out there in this area. So these flats, these trenches that you see, really at times are kind of puzzling why they're in such straight lines and why is there not like a lot of sea life in here. And as we get up into our next film short, okay, I'm just going to keep pressure on him.